Hi, I'm June from KET4. Today, the class will bring you some amazing things related to animals, about the things they do, things they like, how they live, how they survive. Let's go into it.
What is a life cycle? A life cycle is a series of changes that happen to every living thing. It starts from the moment an egg is fertilized and goes on until death. Not all life cycles are the same, but they often follow the same sort of pattern. What is the first step in a life cycle? The first step in a life cycle is usually when an egg is fertilized. Two adults of same species can mate from produce young. In butterflies, the young start out as tiny eggs. Caterpillars grow inside each egg until it is ready to hatch.
Why do caterpillars eat so much? When a caterpillar hatches, it eats leaves until it is as big as it can grow. Then it makes a hard case or pupa around its body. The caterpillar changes into a butterfly inside its case. How does a butterfly get out? The pupa splits so the butterfly can crawl out. It pumps blood into its crumpled wings to open them out. Then it sits in the sun until they are dry. The adult butterfly then flies off to find a mate and start a new life cycle.
Do all living things reproduce? Yes, living things have young to make sure that their species survives. A female baby can have up to 12 babies at a time. When the piglets have grown into adults, they will have babies of their own. Why do animals have two parents? Most animals, including mammals and birds, have two parents, a male and a female. When they breed, they pass on chemical instructions called genes. Genes control the way a new animal looks and the way its body works.
Which living things listen to? Amoebas are shapeless blobs that live in water. They are tiny living things that are made of only one cell. Cells are the building blocks that make up every living thing. Like bacteria, amoebas produce by splitting themselves in two.
Why do turtles have lots of babies? Some animals have lots of babies to make sure at least some survive. Hundreds of baby turtles hatch at the same time and head for the sea. Goose and lizard eat some of them, but because there are so many turtles, a large number will survive. Do any people have just one baby? Yes, orangutans have one baby at a time. This gives the mothers more time to feed and look after the baby and keep itself. The baby grows quite slowly but learns how to survive. This increases its chance of becoming an adult.
Do moms and dads get help? Sometimes, yes. Bee eaters are birds that eat bees and other insects. Bee eater parents can carry enough food to feed on their babies, so their older children help them out.
Do plants have babies? Most plants produce seeds that grow into new plants. Flowering plants produce seeds when they are fertilized. Insects, such as bees, help fertilize plants by carrying pollen from one flower to another. The fertilized plant that produces seeds.
Why are the seeds spread? Seeds need to be spread away from a plant too so that they have space to grow. When an animal eats fruit, the touched seeds pass out of the animal in these droppings. The droppings help the seed to grow into a new plant. Which plant runs? Some plants can make new plants by sending out shoots. Strawberries, for example, produce shoots called runners without being fertilized. They also make flowers and that are fertilized and form seeds.
Do animals make seed? No animal make babies. Not all babies look like their parents. Baby insects, such as ladybird, larvae developing young, often look completely different from the adults, but as they grow, they change. In time, they will mate and have babies of their own. Why do birds sit on their eggs? All birds lay eggs, and most of them sit on them until they hatch. They do this because baby birds need warmth to grow. The mother is often in charge of this task, although sometimes the parents take turns.
Do any mammals lay eggs? Most mammals give birth to live young, but the duck-billed platypus lay eggs. The female platypus lay 2 or 3 small eggs. The eggs hatch after about 10 days, and the mother feeds the babies with milk for up to 5 months.
Why does a glowworm glow? The glowworm is a beetle that makes a light in its body. The female has a basal organ in her abdomen that gives off light. The beetle glows to signal to a male that she is nearby and ready to mate. Why do insects hide eggs? Insects hide their eggs to stop other animals eating them. Cabbage, like butterflies, lay their eggs on the underside of cabbage leaf. This hides the eggs and will also provide fresh leaf for the young to eat.
Which animal likes snorkeling? Mosquitoes lay their eggs in still water. The young hatch, they need to breathe air, so they poke a special tube through the surface of the water. These eggs like a snorkel and let themselves in the air. How long does a cycador stay young? A young cycador spends most of of its life underground, feeding on plant shapes. It stays like this for up to 17 years. It then crawls up a tree, chews its skin one last time, and becomes an adult. The adult cycador lives for just a few weeks.
What do spiders keep insects? Many spiders wrap their eggs in a silk sack and carry it around to keep it safe. Ringling spiders tie their eggs to settle live in long strings of silk. What do baby spiders look like? Baby spiders or spider slings look like tiny adult spiders. Some species of garden spiders stay together a few days after hatching. They form a tiny backbone. If they are threatened, the bone splits open and the spiderling runs away.
Why do spiders split open? Like all invertebrates, animals without a backbone, spiders have a tongue case around the body, like on a shield of armor. When the spider grows, the case splits open and the spider grows out bigger. Its skin takes a few hours to heat up. Why do spiders go ballooning? Many spiders are so tiny that they cannot travel far on their legs, but they can hitch a ride on the wing. They spin through and dangle from them in the air. It's called ballooning.
Do fish lay eggs? Yes, most fish lay thousands and thousands of eggs. They have to lay so many because only very few will survive to become adults and find their own mates. The female lays her eggs into the water and the male fertilizes them, which fish swallows its babies. Mouth-brooding fish, such as sea turtles, carry their eggs in their mouths. Even after they hatch, the adult will scoop the little fish back into the safety of its mouth at the first sign of danger.
Why do fish dance? Some fish dance to change color to attract a mate. Male sticky back become more colorful when they are ready to breathe. They build a nest in the woods and tame a female to lay her eggs in it by doing a special zigzag dance.
When do seahawks pop? A female seahawk lays her egg in a special pot on the male front. Here, the egg develop into mineral seahawk. When they are ready to hatch, the young pop out of their father pods. What is a mermaid perch? A mermaid perch is a tough outer casing of shark egg. The female lays about 20 eggs, which she acts to secret. After about 9 months, a shark perch breaks free from each egg.
Do all sharks lay eggs? No, terrestrial sharks give birth to about 4 live young at a time. The female keeps the eggs inside her until they hatch. The first ones out of the eggs often eat their brothers and sisters. Where do baby sharks live? Lemon sharks are born in shallow lagoons. They are under threat from larger predators when they are babies, but in the lagoons they live safely, teaming up with other young of about the same size. They stay in the lagoons for about 7 or 8 years.
Which egg wobble? Frog lay thousands of a jelly-like eggs that stick together to form a huge wobbly mass. The eggs are called frog swarm. A tiny baby frog, called a tadpole, develops inside each egg. Toads also lay eggs. Their eggs form a long, sticky string up to 1 meter in length. How do tadpoles breathe? When they first hatch to form their eggs, tadpoles have long tails for swimming and gills to allow them to breathe underwater. Gills are fairly flat of skin on the side of their head. The tadpole use their gill to take a gas called oxygen from the water.
Why do tadpoles grow legs? As they become older, tadpoles change. After a few weeks, they grow back legs, then frog legs, their tail and quills sink back into their body and they learn to breathe air. The small froglets are now ready to start live on land. Why are frogs so noisy? Many frogs and toads make loud calls to attract and make American bullfrogs have a special bounce under their chin. They blow this up like a balloon to make their call really loud. It can be heard more than 1 kilometer away.
Why do pythons cuddle their eggs? Most reptiles lay eggs, which they leave to hatch on their own, but some take care of their eggs, keeping them warm and safe from the predators. The green tree python coils around her eggs. By keeping the eggs warm, she helps the unborn babies develop more quickly. Do crocodiles eat their babies? A baby crocodile weighs just around 250 grams when it hatches, but its heavyweight mother weighs about 2,000 times as much. Although it looks as if she is eating her babies, she carefully carrying them from their nest to the water.
How do snakes get out of their eggs? To help them break free of egg case, baby reptiles have a special egg tooth that slices through the shell in snakes and lizards. The egg tooth sticks out of their upper lip. When the eggs yet, crocodiles bury their eggs to keep them warm, but the baby crocodiles cannot dig themselves out. So just before they are ready to hatch, they yet run and crawl inside the eggs. The mother hides her babies and digs them out of the nest.
Why do cranes stand bird find a mate by putting on a cruise ship display? Male cranes shoot around and dance in front of their chosen female, bowling low, then leaping high into the air. Which bird is a master weaver? Birds build nests to provide a safe home for their young. The male weaver bird from Africa weaves crush it into a bowl shape. Next, that hang from a tree. If a female like the next, she will mate with the male.
How do penguin eggs stay warm? Emperor penguins breed in the frozen lands of Antarctica. The males carry the egg on their feet to keep it warm. They have a special fold of skin under their bellies that helps keep the egg object warm. Who looks after baby birds? Usually both parents bring food to their chicks. Wandering albatrosses lay just one large egg, which takes about 50 days to hatch. Albatrosses eat fish, and the parents take turns to look after the eggs and go hunting far out at sea.
Newborn babies can run fast. Foaled baby horse can stand up about 10 minutes after being born. They can run fast in just a few hours, like most mammals. Foals grow inside their mother for a long time, so they are well developed when they are born. Why do kangaroos have pouches? Kangaroos give birth when their babies are still very underdeveloped. The tiny baby is only as long as your thumb. It crawls into its mother pouch for warmth and safety, and for food. The mother produces milk there to feed her baby.
Are tigers good that? Male tigers are solitary animals, which means they like to live alone. They never see or care for their cubs. They meet female only when they want to mate. Any mammals burn underwater. Whales and dolphins give birth to their young in the sea. Because they are mammals, they need to breathe the air, so the mother and her sister gently nudge the baby up to the surface of the water for its first breath.
Why do elephants choose fight? Male elephants choose fight to show who is the strongest. The male who wins the most fights gets the largest territory and will mate with more females. What happens to all animals? Most animals don't get very old in the wild. They may not be fit enough to keep up with their herd, and they may be picked up by predators. When they die, their bodies provide food for other animals, such as jackals.
Why do animals play? Baby animals learn by playing. When lion cubs chase their mother's switching tail, they learn the skills they need to hunt by creeping through the long grasses. The cubs learn how to stalk prey. Which animals live the longest? Humans live the longest of all mammals because we have better access to food, water, and shelter than other mammals. In Europe and the USA, men generally live to about 75 and women to 80. But the oldest animal of all time was not a mammal, but a 188-year-old tortoise.
Thanks for your attentively listening. I hope all of you will enjoy our video. Let's vote and share for KET4 on Tin Phụng English Center fan page. See you on the next video.